Okay, so I finally had the opportunity to do some testing with the Pulse Defender backup guard I received from Pulse last week to try out and see what my thoughts are. Never had a backup before, so this is new for me and kind of interesting. And this will be a awesome backup for one of my 700s that has a BEC equipped control instead of using an extra RX pack on it. So it can never hurt to have a backup. I've heard of horror stories and I didn't want to become part of that, so this opportunity to try this one out is pretty awesome, to say the least. I'm doing tests with my Oxy4 because the Oxy4 does have telemetry built in. This is actually the Oxy4 Max. Just got done building it the other day. The telemetry is showing me RX voltage, impact voltage right now. These are just ready for storage batteries, so haven't really done anything other than set it up. But anyhow, I'm going to turn the backup guard on. There's a simple little button you push. It pulses a bunch of times, telling me that it is on, and then this little flash is telling me it's charging the battery because I ignored the directions and it did not give it a full charge before I tested it. But it does have enough voltage to do the simple functions I'm doing right now. So I'm just going to spool it up and yank the plug on the battery because that's the best way of showing a failure of power.
Timer start.
Give it a second to spool up here. Blades are off the heli just for safety, obviously. Give it a second to reach normal speed. Tell the governors don't like having no blades on it. Anyhow, we're sitting at approximately 2400 RPMs, RX voltage 7.7. Backup guard is active. What I'm going to do is just yank this plug, and it's telling me things aren't cool.
Low battery 7 throttle hold.
And you can see it's telling me my
Low battery
voltage
7.53 volts.
And RX voltage is currently 7.2. I still have full control of the servos. Obviously I have no motor power any longer, but
time remaining 3
if
minutes.
I'm at a high enough point, I should be able to bring this thing down on an auto and land it, and at least save a catastrophic failure, hitting somebody else, causing injury, or you know, losing control and losing the helicopter completely. And this way I could at least bring it down and recover what I can from it instead of having a total loss. So I think it's a winner in my book. The only thing I see is it is feeding through my ESC, so the ESC is actually seeing that 7.5 volts coming from the backup guard and feeding it back to the live side. So if I had throttle hold off, it actually would be trying to run a motor right now. So in my case with my bigger bird for the ESC, I'm actually going to shut the slow voltage cutoff completely off. So if the battery voltage does fail, it's just simply going to kill power to the motor completely and let me bring it down to land instead of try to feed off of that voltage coming from the BEC line. So pretty cool. I will tell you if I ever need it in the air. Hopefully I don't. But that's basically the Pulse Defender backup guard on my Oxy4 Max for testing. And we can see the RX voltage is holding about 7.2. That's one thing to note, is it will try to maintain the voltage that it sees when you power up. So if you're at 8 volts, it's going to try to keep around 8. If it's at 6 volts, it's going to keep it at about 6. So you're not going to overpower the system either. But that'll be for another video. I guess I could change my BEC voltage and do another test. Anyhow, thanks for watching, guys. That's it for me.